Back at part 2 of what if Deku was really like a Quirk, which took right into it. So we left off with Deku about to enter UA, now continuing. He stopped in his tracks. He was stopped in his tracks by a blue-haired girl saying, "This is a school for heroes in training. Why are you going inside? You're a boy. You don't even have a quirk." Deku responds with saying, "At least he's allowed to try because there's no rule against a male being able to become a hero." The blue-haired girl shrugs it off and said, "Is that so?" and walks off. Deku did the written exam and did very well, even correcting some things that were slightly wrong on the test. So later in the day, all the potential students were called to a room which they would gather to form an assembly, so President Mike would give them a rundown of the practical exam. President Mike says that there would be 3 machines. One would carry 1 point, another 2 points, and the last 3 points. This is where the blue-headed girl would stand up and say that the pamphlet that they received said there would be 4 machines. Right before this encounter, Bakugo would realize that Deku is sitting right beside her. And a loud voice would say, "What the hell are you doing here, nerd?" This is when the blue-haired girl would shout, you two there. Why are you making so much noise? Have you no respect for the hero standing before you?" Deku would cut her off, saying that she disrupted President Mike before because she wasn't finished with the explanation. President Mike would cut in, saying, "Can I continue now?" With the blue-haired girl sitting down, and everyone now aware that there's a boy going to take the practical exam. President Mike continues, saying that the last machine, which she didn't mention yet, has no points, and that they were better off running away from it. After this, the examinees gather outside the grounds doors with Bakugo being in a separate ground from Deku. Everyone will be staring at Deku, some even grinning and murmuring that he will be last, and that he won't even pass. As the gates open, everyone rushes off, leaving Deku behind, but his intentions were not to use his powers if possible, as he doesn't want to attract attention. He goes around just trying to get a point, but everyone gets to them before him. This is when he thinks that it's a hero school, so they must give points for helping others. And he begins to assist those who have their works at their limit, and others who are hurt. Then a loud explosion can be heard from behind them as they will turn and see the 0-pointer. Everyone begins to run, thinking that it doesn't give any points, so just leave it. Deku is about to do the same as he noticed a brown-haired girl stuck beneath some rubble near the 0-pointer. He rushes to her aid, trying to lift the rubble off her, but couldn't. The 0-pointer was approaching as he asks if she could use her quirk, but she says that she can't because She can't use his zero gravity until she takes a break, as there will be drawbacks. Deku, hearing this, smiles and says, "Don't worry," as he copies her quirk and uses it to lift her rubble. As he lifts her and gets her out of the way, the bells now ring, signaling the end of the exam, as Recovery Girl comes out to heal all the injured. She then approaches Deku holding the girl. He puts her down and says if she's going to be okay, as she fainted when he moved away from the zero pointer. Recovery Girl says she would be fine, and asks if he was hurt in any way, which he responds with, "No, he's just fine." And Recovery Girl notices that he doesn't even have a scratch on him, and thinks to herself that it was weird for him to not even have a spree in this practical exam, but brushes it off and continued to heal the others. Deku went home thinking he did well in the exam. A week later, Deku received a letter from Yue with All Might explaining that he got rescue points, and he got 64 of this with 0 villain points. All Might told him this. All Might told him that is the first time someone only got rescue points and got into Yue. She then said that they would talk in school. Deku was really excited, running out of the room and hugging his mom, saying, I got in, Mom." As she hugs him back and prepared a feast for Deku. Now, the day Deku entered Yue, he would be placed in class 1A as he got the second highest score in the exam. He would then open the class door as he would see the blue-haired girl arguing with Bakugo as she would take notice of Deku's presence, saying, "Why the hell are you here, nerd?" The blue-haired girl would walk up to Deku saying, "I am Tenya Ida." Deku would then introduce himself, with her responding with, "How did you know there was another part to the test?" With Deku responding with, "It was simple, really. How can a hero school not give points for rescuing and saving or helping others?" This is when the brown-haired girl would interrupt them, thanking Deku for saving her, then introducing herself as Ochako Uraraka. Where Deku responds with no problem and introduces himself. They would then be interrupted by someone in a yellow sleeping bag saying, "Change into your PE uniforms and meet me outside in the field." As they question who she was, which she responds with, "I am your homeroom teacher, now hurry up." When they meet outside, the teacher said that they would be doing a quirk assessment test. The students thought and said that this will be fun, which the teacher responds with, if you think this is fun, if you think this is fun, the last placed person will be expelled on the spot. This got everyone a little worried, but they realized that Deku doesn't have a quirk, so they'll be fine. Well, they figured that Deku doesn't have a quirk, so they'll be fine. At the end of the exam, to everyone's surprise, Deku got 10th place without using any of his quirks. This is so because of his training from a young age His body is beyond that of an average human. When Bakugo saw this, she became very frustrated and launched an explosion at Deku, but nothing came out of her hand. As all the students looked at the teacher as they noticed who she was. Shota Aizawa, aka Eraserhead. Aizawa said that if she tried to pull anything like that again, that she would be expelled on the spot. She then looked at Deku and said that if he wants to live a full life, it would be better to quit being a hero and leave the school. A Quirkless hero would die pretty quickly on the outside. Deku, being a little annoyed, then responds with, "I didn't train my whole life and live with everyone calling me useless just to quit here. The world may not like it, but I will become a hero, even if I have to die trying." This piques Aizawa's interest, as she takes a liking to Deku. This causes the class to look at Deku differently, all except Bakugo, as she scoffs. Aizawa then informs everyone that no one will be expelled, that she said it so that everyone would give it their all. Menaka says with relief as they returned to their classes and continued their day normally. In the evening, when Deku was walking home, he heard a voice calling him. He turned around and saw it was Ida and Uraraka. Their houses were in the same direction, so they decided to talk on the way home. By the time Deku made it home, he had two friends. And the first two numbers in his phone, that wasn't his family's. The following day, everyone met All Might as their comeback trainer, and he explained that there will be teams of two, and one will be heroes and the other villains. He got Uraraka on his Deku got Uraraka on his team, and the villains were Bakugo and Ida. As Ida and Bakugo think that Deku doesn't have a code, therefore he would be easy to take down, and the only problem would be Uraraka. As the training begins, Bakugo burst off angrily and smiling sinisterly as he gets to fight Deku, and if he gets really hurt, it would be considered training. Meanwhile, Deku would tell Uraraka that Bakugo would probably come after him, and while he takes on Bakugo, you locate the bomb and take Ida. She says that she should stay to help him with Bakugo, as Deku says, "Don't worry, I'll be okay," and gives her a thumbs up and tells her to go. While turning the corner, she notices that Bakugo passed her and went for Deku. As he dodges Bakugo right hook explosion and slams her into the ground, Uraraka smiles and flushes out, saying, "He does this," and runs off. No matter what Bakugo did, Deku seems to know, even when she changes the style for fighting, she can't seem to hit Deku. This is when Deku went on the offensive and hits her in her gut, and this causes her to lose her balance, where Deku then knocks her to the ground, knocking her out. Deku then catches up to Uraraka fighting Ida, where he saw Uraraka on the floor, Ida taunting her as he was in character. He gets a little upset and rushes up to Ida, enhancing his speed with his telekinesis and using 1% of his strength Quirk mixed with one for all. He punches Ida in the face, which causes her to fly back into a wall, causing a pretty big crater. This shocks everyone. As they are in awe, he helps Uraraka up and touches the bomb, which All Might yells, "The heroes win!" All Might tells the news office to come and heal the injured. Come and treat the injured. As they came to treat the wounded, they were all surprised by Deku's power. As they asked All Might if she's not surprised, she responds with sure, as she has a small flashback of Deku beating her only with one of his quirks, barely even trying. She says to herself, he is the future symbol of peace. Okay, I'll end it off here. If you want to know about the costumes, it is the same as the anime. Alright. Comment if you like how I'm making Deku, because my future what ifs. Well, keep up the strength. Well, until next time. Later.